I'm on Collywell Bay, and again, we've got this wonderful view here. This is a really nice view at low tide. You can see very clearly there, you can see the Smuggler's Creek, that old ship here, that old Smuggler's Channel there. You've got over there, this is called Curry's Point, on the land side. Curry's Point here. Now it's called Curry's Point is because Michael Curry murdered the landlord of the Three Horseshoes pub. I think that pub was at Hartley, or it might have been here, but anyway, he was executed at Newcastle, and his body was put in a cage there for all to see, and it was a very scary spectacle for a lot of people, and was supposed to serve as a warning. So that's called Curry's Point. There has been some other sort of gruesome murders here. There was a customs officer called Anthony Mitchell in 1720. He was killed here by two smugglers. So there's kind of a bit of a dark side to it as well. And a part of that is all the lives that were lost through shipwrecks. Now, one of the major shipwrecks here was the city of Gothenburg. It was a ship that was stuck on that reef there in 1892. And I've got this book here by W. Tomlinson, who I've quoted from before, and this is called Historical Notes on Cullercoats Wickley and Monksheaton. And here he talks, he quotes from an article in the Evening Chronicle, the Newcastle Chronicle, on February 23rd, 1892, of a man who entered the ship and got onto the reef there to try and salvage what he could from the ship with a group of people. And this is how he described what unfolded. But we had no sooner put our foot on deck than we were immediately attacked in such a manner that such of us had got on board had to make tracks for the rigging, while the rest fell back into the boats. Rats! I never saw so many in my life, and never hope to again. Great, hungry, lanky, lean-looking rats, many of them with their tails chewed off, swarmed up from below in never-ending thousands, squeaking and squirming over one another in a manner sickening and horrible to behold, particularly to those of us up in the rigging. At last, we cut off some loose ropes, knotted them into convenient lengths, and so armed, we descended and attacked the rodents, eventually succeeding in beating a passage to our boat. Anyone would have supposed that they knew by instinct the impending fate of the vessel, for they no sooner saw us get over the side than they began to swarm down the ropes and try to enter the boat, and it was only with difficulty we were able to beat them off before casting the boat clear, and they squeaked in a horrible manner in their anguish and mad frenzy as we rowed away from the vessel's side. So that's a story of the city of Gothenburg that was wrecked here in 1892. It was it was a 92 yard long steamer, iron-hulled steamer that was coming from Montreal. It came all the way from Montreal carrying cattle and timber from Canada. And like I said, it was a Hartlepool built ship. It was wrecked here as a total loss. But all the people of Whitley got a huge bounty of timber that they could warm themselves with that winter. So that's the story of one of the famous shipwrecks here. It was the city of Gothenburg.